The enthusiasm for football here on the East Coast always in the air. These folks are ready as their guys get set to match up with the Cincinnati Bengals.
Cincinnati.
The NFL season is hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Taken about 7 yards deep, and no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Now the first carry for Bryce Love. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
The ball carrier.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run. But I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run. One that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Here we go, 47. Let's go, Mike 50, Mike 50. Stay with your man.
Now Prescott. Open man here, Sims complete.
Prescott.
Now 3rd down is looming, a pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Watch the out, watch the out. Hey, Mike 50, Mike 50, Mike 50. Who that?
To throw is Prescott. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
50's the mark, 50's the mark. Let's go. 50's the mark. 50's.
They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. And this is incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Loss of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Mixon. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
1st down, Cincinnati.
Now first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Thomas Davis on the tackle.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On 2nd down, Bernard. And he's going to be stopped close to the 1st down marker at Washington's 12-yard line. 13-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation. That he will have the 1st down before he's tackled at the 12. Just enough to get the 1st down there with a 1-yard pickup.
And a Bengal 1st down.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Quick throw, complete out wide here to Green. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
And 3 at the 6-yard line.
From the 6 now on 2nd and 3. They'll run it here with Bernard. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
3rd down.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. We're scoreless after 1.
Quarter with no score.
Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football. And they're facing 3rd and 6 to start things out. from the shotgun, Joe Burrow. His pass caught at the 4. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They run for it with Mixon, and he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Now this will make it into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 15-yard line.
2nd down, Prescott. Trying to lay one up deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way, so he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it, just move on to the next play.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
That certainly looks like nothing to show now from these first 2 possessions. And guess what? When you're on a losing streak, that can lead to a full sense of, here we go again. So on the sidelines, the offensive play callers, quarterback, they've got to get together and dial something up to start their next drive. Otherwise, it could be a long game.
They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Gain on the play brings up 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
He's crossing. He's checking.
second down. Here's Burrow. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Now, the Bengals on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now Burrow. He finds his running back, Mixon. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. So on 4th down, on comes the left-footed punter, Kevin Huber, to punt it away. Greg Stroman back deep for Washington. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
Their own 23-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. This is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a 1st down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a 1st down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. Shotgun handoff now for Love. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
We got 3, fellas, we got 3.
On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. Open man is Sims. He's got it. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
That's good.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They turn to Love on the handoff. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On 2nd and 7, Prescott. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there.
6.
Squeeze, double. There we go, kill. 50, Mike, 50. Guys, it's game situation.
Looking to throw, Prescott. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. Meanwhile, a 2nd quarter score from Carolina, and it's the Panthers there out to the early advantage. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Now, this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
The 40-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Burrow will throw. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Well, that last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on 3rd. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Green's got it over the middle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They fire this one quickly to Austin. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
First down, Bengals.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had a big play in the run game the play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete.
Burrow's pass.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
Cincinnati.
That's good for 28 yards. This is caught. A gain of 9 there. Sets up 2nd and goal.
Just shy of the goal line.
Final play of the half for Burrow and company. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And he's into the clear. He's at the 40. The 20.
What a play. What a play.
And he will bring this one back. It is a pick-6 for a Washington touchdown. So they had a good drive going, a chance to build on this first half lead, but now you kind of feel like we got a new ball game.
And you wonder what the discussion will be now at halftime, because I think we were headed towards 1. Now it's a different discussion altogether. One side optimistically, the other side wondering what could have been.
It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Once again, they run with Mixon. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1.
And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Burrow. He's got his man here. It's Green. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
First down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Tackle made by Thomas Davis.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll stay on the ground, mixing again, and able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
To C.J. Uzomah.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On 1st down, Mixon. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Chase Young.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Mixon. Down right around the 25. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
They're They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th.
Brings up 4th down.
So on 4th down, Burrow will give way to Randy Bullock for the Bengals field goal. From the right hash. This from 45 yards away. And this one is right down Broadway. And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. Washington. Well, they don't get a touchdown here in the opening drive of the third quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Kill. Go to 54. Right in.
1st down, Prescott. He's going to float this one deep right side. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick.
Intercepted.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll try to get the run game going. This is Mixon, and he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 4-yard line.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. Switch up.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he's going to get this up to the 24-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Here we go. 60 versus. Mark 56. Mark 56. Here we go. Watch the pass.
Burrow gets this one quickly out wide. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Back now at FedEx Field. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. On 2nd down, here's Mixon. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Now, Bengals on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Again, it's Mixon. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage. Work on that clock. See if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football. Gain some yardage and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Now it's Burrow. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. It's 36. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll run on first down. Bernard. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Tackle made by Chase Young.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A.J. Green, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
And this carries into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
The conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he finds his rookie target from Memphis, Antonio Gibson. And he will finally go out of bounds just shy of the 40. A huge play there for Washington. 42 yards.
At the 42-yard line.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. Throwing on 2nd and long. Prescott. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
First and second down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. Prescott now from the 50. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Now Prescott on 4th down. Looking long for Thomas. And that is incomplete. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And this defense will take over right at midfield.
Is a turnover on downs.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here. 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. He'll hand it off here. This is Mixon. And he's going to get this one down to the 45.
Number 28.
Ryan Kerrigan in on the tackle.
Ryan
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. They'll keep it on the ground. Mixon. And he's going to be stopped close to the 1st down marker at Washington's 12-yard line. It's 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
1st down, Bengals.
Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. The quick throw by Burrow is complete. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. From the gun to give to Mixon. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Touchdown.
Joe Mixon, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Bengals add on to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. You can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Randy Bullock to kick off for Cincinnati.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. On 1st and 10, Prescott. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Steven Sims, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Watch 36. 36 to Mike. Here we're going to 53. Mike 36. Mike 36.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He's got a first down and more past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. 13 yards there at a Washington first.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Mike 36. Mike 36. Here we go, D. Watch 36. 36 to Mike.
They'll throw again. Prescott. Oh, Prescott stripped. But Washington looked to get this one back, and indeed they did. They will still have possession. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Mike 36.
So that'll back him up 5. Prescott yet again. He's going to let it fly. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
53 to Mike. 53.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. But how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
1st down, Cincinnati.
From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10.
56 to Mike. 56 to Mike. Go. Go. Jab. Shoot. Watch the shot.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He'll get this complete to Erickson. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more. A little insult to injury here late in the game. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for the Bengals, they continue to put themselves in position for a first.
I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel away my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning team. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to picking me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hissing, but I can't hear it when the crowd screams. Still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Eating blood across it where the blood thinner. Juice stay turned like, you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud. If you know about the carport.
for the encore. If you know, you know.
Here we go. 47. 26. Here we go. 48. Here we go. Going to 54. 26. Here we go. 48. 26. Here we go. 48. 26.